Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called a Kiki Teeny. You need 3 tablespoons of gin, 1 tablespoon of vodka, a half a tablespoon of Lillet Blanc, and you're going to place the gin, the vodka, and the Lillet Blanc into a cocktail shaker and fill with ice. Shake until cold. Strain the drink into a cocktail glass. Use a knife to remove a 1-inch wide strip of the lemon peel. Squeeze the lemon peel into the drink to release the oils. Gently rub the peel around the edge of the glass, then place it in the glass and serve a Kiki Teeny.
Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
I don't think I've had a gin drink, besides the French 75, in quite some time.
I had
We'll
a
splash of
gin
gin and
drink
vodka.
in Brazil.
What was it?
It was a, not a French 75. What's another? Something in bees.
Something in what?
It's called something bees. It's like a known gin drink.
I don't know.
I don't know, something bees, honey bees, bees and something, but it's a
It
gin.
was good?
It was so tasty, nice and sweet and tasty. How you been?
Good. I just thought about something when we were changing. So for Christmas, Medinah got me this swamp bucket. And it was on my list, and I would see it every year in the springtime, but by the time spring hits, they're sold out. It's a very small business. And so I put it on my Christmas list because it's small enough, it's big enough to be able to boil crawfish. Y'all know I'm obsessed with crawfish.
You
Crawfish
are.
is only springtime. But it's small enough for me to be able to do it at my place, right? And so I tried it.
So how does it work? So did it come with crawfish in it or no?
Crawfish in it? No, crawfish have to be alive.
So you go and get them alive and bring them into your home?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I order them online. They ship them to me.
And they're alive?
Yeah. They ship it overnight. They're in a sack, in a cooler with ice.
And they're crawling?
Well, no, they be real still. It's cold in there.
Okay.
So they're just like sleep or whatever. But they're in the sack, and then you have to clean them and everything, go through the process. But the swamp bucket thing, you don't have to do crawfish. That's what I wanted it for. You could boil shrimp, whatever you want to do, crab legs, crab, whatever. It can hold up to 10 pounds of whatever you're putting in there. So basically, it's this big bucket thing. Like imagine like a paint bucket. And it's food grade plastic that it's made out of. It's not, because I was wondering, like, how the fuck you heat this up? Because you have to boil those things alive. Sounds very vicious now that I say it like this, but whatever. Anyway, it has a heating element inside. So anyway, I ordered some crawfish from the website. They said that they had them. And so then I invited my aunt over. I was like, well, will you help me? I've never used this thing before. Now I'm feeling a little intimidated because now that I think about it, every time I've done this, I have been at a house with a yard with a little, like I need a yard to clean the crawfish. And I was like, well, how am I going to do this? But then I'm like, well, it's not as many as I would normally have. I don't know. But it all worked out. They came out great. I will be doing it again. I'll have to let you try them. But I loved my little swamp bucket. I'm very appreciative of that gift.
I'm
Yes.
glad you like it. And when I saw it on your list, I was like,
What
I just
is
saw
this?
crawfish. And I was like, well, this is it. It's a cooking bucket monster bucket. That is crazy. I'm glad you enjoying it.
Yes.
Before we go into weird sex, I want to make sure we remind you guys to join Patreon. And maybe you guys need to be reminded of what Patreon is. Right now, I think we have, I could be wrong, but maybe we have about like 1,500 subscribers on Patreon, roughly. I would really love to see our Patreon get to 3,000 people. Let's say like by the time summer comes, and that's more than enough time. We have more than enough supporters of the show for that to happen. And you guys, Patreon is really important for the creative community because it is a form of payment for us. So it's like if you love the show, you have told us you love the show and you're not reposting the show, you're not tagging the show and you're listening to it, and you're not really supporting it. We appreciate you, but we would appreciate you even more if you join Patreon. Go to patreon.com/cocktail so you can be a part of the Patreon community. We do live, not live podcasts, we do live Zooms every month to get to connect and get to know, see what y'all got
really
going
like
on.
those.
I
'Cause
love
it's
them.
It's like we really get to interact.
Yeah, we really get to interact. We do bonus episodes. Sometimes they're solo with Kiki and a guest or me and a guest. When we can find time to do them together, we like to do that. If you're not a patron already, then you have tons of content to go and look at and watch. So you can join as low as $1, or you can be one of our ride or dies, and that's $15 a month. So just a reminder, if you really do support us and love us, make sure you join our Patreon community. We would love that.
Yes. Okay. And so now we can move on to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
All right, you guys. So this story is about another man and his penis this week.
Oh, Lord.
This is not a big dick. Well, maybe it was. I don't know. So anyway, there's this couple, and they were somewhere in the UK, and the husband just could not keep his pee-pee in his pants. He was cheating.
On vacation? Oh, they live
Just period.
there. Okay.
Yeah, they live there. So he woke up one morning in just severe pain. His wife decided, since you don't know how to keep this shit locked away, I'll do it for you. She made a DIY chastity belt, essentially. And the man, we don't even know if he's going to be able to have kids. He had to be rushed to the hospital. The chastity nut was too tough to crack for the doctors.
How did she get it on him?
I don't know, but they had to use because it's not like a belt, but I don't know how she did this, but there's a saw, as you can see. They had to take a circular saw to like saw this shit off. And I'm just like, were you a welder? How did you have the supplies for this? And then I'm wondering, is the husband, were you one of those guys that goes out and gets so drunk that you probably pee on yourself and shit and you just be dead to the world so she could
you
get
didn't
to
feel
work?
her rumbling and tumbling, rolling you over and locking it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, it was being strangled by the metal nut that she got that thing through. And
I'm not even mad at her.
I mean, why did you have your penis in other people anyway?
Yeah.
Not that violence is okay, but like, bro, what was you doing?
And technically, she wasn't violent. She just locked him up.
Well,
Locked his dick up.
yeah, now she's not gonna be able to use it. He's not either. Bless his heart. Y'all think twice, because, it's one thing to cheat, but it's another thing to cheat and your girl is crazy. And she decides to do something like that. Good luck to that man and his balls and his dick. Hope that you guys don't make the same mistake he did.
One day, y'all are gonna stop playing with people.
I doubt it.
And you're right, because it's like the things that people go through. It's like, not that anybody should ever harm anybody, but you don't know somebody's mental state, capacity. You just don't know what people are capable of. And yes, even y'all's husbands and wives, because y'all don't know each other either. It's like, bro, keep playing with people. Keep playing with people. I keep saying it. Jodi Arias, she had
Lorena
enough.
Bobbitt, she chopped that shit off and dropped it down the street.
Who's the one? I don't know. I can't remember what old school couple this was, and she threw the grits on him while he was in the bathtub. Was it Marvin Gaye?
Oh, I don't know.
Somebody got grits thrown on them, and it's like, y'all, tell the truth.
In the relationship, if that's not who you want to be with. Anyway, keep those stories coming. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, do you remember when I told you about the perfect birthday gift that I got from my boyfriend last year?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I do.
And it truly was the perfect gift. He cried, I cried. I got to make him an original song using Songfinch. I absolutely adore thoughtful presents like that.
Yeah, and you actually inspired me to get one too. So, Songfinch lets you create an original radio quality song inspired by your own life and the people you love. It's completely unique, personal, and it lasts forever. So that's why I thought it would be the perfect thing to do. I've been telling you guys about planning my grandmother's 80th birthday party this year, and Mother's Day is right around the corner. So I asked for a combination of the two. It's going to be an early birthday present for her, but I want her to hear the song, and it was really easy to do. They have different prompts. That was something that I was nervous about, like, am I going to be able to think of everything that would be good to invoke in a song? But they have several different prompts. You can choose the artist that's going to write and sing the song. You get to choose the mood, the tempo. You can hear samples of the different artists' voices, which I also like, so I could pick which one I thought she would love.
The genre. So if you want it to be a hip hop song, you can definitely do that. You want it to be indie, you can definitely do that.
If you need it to be a Christian song for your grandparents, whatever the case may be, they have so many different options. And it's a really cool thing. They will let you know when the song will be ready, and they have a ton of like add-ons that you can do to make it even more personal. You can have it added to Spotify. You could have like artwork with it. So it's a very cool original gift idea, and I absolutely love that. Whether your song is going to be for Mother's Day, Father's Day, which are both right around the corner, an upcoming graduation or wedding even, or just to show a loved one how much you care, start your song now. Lock in a top Songfinch artist.
For a limited time, Songfinch is letting our listeners upload their song to Spotify for free, y'all.
Oh, wow.
For free. I didn't get to upload mine to Spotify.
Yeah.
So you and the lucky person you gift it to can listen to it anywhere, anytime. Go to songfinch.com/CockTales, CockTales, and start your song. After you purchase, you'll be prompted to add Spotify streaming to your original song for free. That's a $50 value. I love free stuff.
Right?
Again, our URL is songfinch.com/CockTales. Don't forget to share your song with us too. Make sure you tag us, songfinch.com/CockTales. Okay, you guys, this week we're going to have a little fun. We're going to play a little game of, are you a Kiki or are you a Medinah Monroe? So the way this is going to go is we're just going to ask each other some questions, and we're going to say like what we would do. If you guys are listening or watching, hopefully you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, you're going to, if I give an answer and you feel like that's something you would do or say or buy or whatever, you agree with what I say, you'll give yourself an M. If it's something you agree with that Kiki says, you'll give yourself a K. And then at the end of it, you'll add up your M's and your K's. And if you have more M's, you're more like Medinah. If you have more K's, you're more like Kiki said so. So let us know who you're more like when you guys play this game. Okay.
The first one says, it's the first time your new bae is coming over and you told him you're going to cook. What you making for him?
I am making him what I make everybody. It's my one signature meal. Do you have a signature meal?
No.
Okay. That's why I
was like, I have so many more follow-up questions for this. Like, what kind of stuff does he like? What kind of restaurants does he? But go ahead.
Okay. I've never had anyone say they don't like it. So I'm going to make him balsamic honey glazed chicken thighs with the skin on, bone in, and rosemary potatoes.
Okay.
And it makes a little honey glazed sauce. And then I'm going to decorate the plate, put a little rosemary sprig on it and make it real cute.
I think it's so hard because it depends on what he likes. But the thing that's coming to my mind right now that I got rave reviews on a lot, jerked lamb chops.
Oh.
With this red curry mashed potato dish. Mm-hmm. I got the inspiration from Port Calvin's. And what else would I put with that? So I need something green. I'd probably do like a broccoli rabe or a broccolini, maybe with a little whipped feta on there and some red peppers. Mm-hmm.
I hope that he would like it because that is a lot.
It's 3 things.
Lamb chops just seems like, I don't make lamb chops. I think I made lamb chops once.
I love making lamb chops. I think they're delicious.
They are delicious.
I only like the lamb rib chops, though. I don't like the little ones that look like little T-bones. It's too thick.
All right, y'all. What you making, a chicken or a lamb chop? Okay, you meet a guy and you have a one-night stand at your place. In the morning, he stays a little too long and you're ready for him to go. How do you get him out?
All right. Well, I've got to get to a meeting and yeah. So where did you leave your things? I'm going to help him pack his shit so that he can go. And I'll say it nicely, but it's like, it's time to go. We got to start our day. I've got somewhere to be. You don't get to just stay. So, yeah.
I think
Gather
that
things.
I am going to say, so what are your plans for today?
What you about to do?
What you about to do as I'm like, I'm going to start doing all the things that you kind of wait. So I'm going to wrap my hair, put my bonnet on so I can prepare to get in the shower. Yeah, so what did you say you're doing if he's still there?
We're both leaving.
Yeah,
Immediately.
hopefully he gets the point and it's like, okay, I'm headed out. I never want to be that person where I'm staying too long.
I know, right? It's awkward. All right, next one. Bae asks you to pick out a great cologne for him, something that smells like a grown man. What would you pick? Ooh, I don't know. I like a lot of different ones. I don't have a favorite right now.
What do you think his favorite would be?
Who is Bae?
Oh,
like you have a person that you're picturing. I don't know.
Even if it's not a person, I would just
don't
pick a
know.
cologne that I feel like you couldn't go wrong with. So I immediately would. I think I would go with something Chanel, maybe blue. You can't go wrong with that. It's not like he would get it and be like, "Why did you give me this?"
I have no idea, so I'm gonna have to go to the store and ask for assistance at the store because I can't think of the names. I only know my favorite.
What are your favorite?
My favorite for myself.
Oh, not cologne.
Yeah, not
okay.
cologne.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
That
the
baby
names.
said, I don't
but
know.
I can recognize the smell. Like, oh, I've smelled that on this guy or this guy, but I don't know. Sorry. So yeah, I would have to get some assistance.
Okay, well, you are planning a date for a man or a guy that you really like. Tell us the plans.
Um,
What would be your go-to plan? Do you have one?
I don't have a go-to. I feel like so many things, it's like, it's important to be personal to the person. So I would say like the person that I'm going on a date with next, if I was to plan a date for him, he doesn't like to do too much. I would like to do more, but I think that we would go to a comedy show. We both like to laugh, and that's like something easygoing and kind of break the ice. Afterwards, I would find a cute little speakeasy. We have a list of these different bars and places to try, kind of off the beaten path, and we would go check out a speakeasy. And then, if all goes well and we're still in good vibes, we'd probably have a little high love gummy and go to my place or his to finish out the night. And I'd probably fall asleep, honestly.
That's a
Not
long
even
day.
Yeah.
When you have one of those long dates, and even if it's fun, you get home, you be like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
taking my clothes
like, I'm
off.
sleepy. I'm falling asleep in the car on the ride home.
You feel like a toddler that was out all day running on the playground. It's time to go to
Yeah.
sleep, nigga.
Yeah. But I would definitely want to go somewhere after the comedy show, laugh and talk some more. So nowhere too loud, nothing too big, and just something chill so that we could have more time to actually talk.
I would, if this is for my boyfriend, I would do something car related. So maybe the Porsche Experience, or he likes stuff a little bit more hood. So I would try to find a Impala meetup. I would have to find a Facebook group for that one. And tell him to get dressed, get comfy. I like when somebody's planning a date for me, and I don't know what we're doing, I like for you to at least tell me how to dress. Like, sometimes men don't realize the shoe thing. Like, and I have to be in detail. So I would be in detail with him. Like, where you can wear sneakers, like you don't have to get dressed up. We would pull up to the car meetup. He would love it. Walk around, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then we would go have drinks somewhere and dinner. I'm not like a go to drinks for one place and then dinner for the next place. And so he wouldn't get that.
Because
on
who
his
trying
date.
to move around all that time? Because I figured we're probably going to eat a little something. You got to eat something at the comedy club because you got to order something.
And parking in Atlanta is crazy. We paying $55,000 to get drinks now, $55,000 to eat. Nigga, we going here to eat and drink and dessert. So we would go, where would we go to eat? We might redo Carmel because when I went to Carmel, we had to rush because we had a show to get to. And then he wouldn't like this, but I would just add this in because we would be tired by the end of the day. But I feel like
that was a lot.
That was a lot. I feel like we would go to Spa Land.
What's Spa Land?
It's the new Jeju. Jeju still exists, but now they made another one and it's Spa Land.
Okay.
So I'll be like, we're going to go to Spa Land and I would treat him to a spa. I would get a little spa and we would just sleep there.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that a lot of homeless people be going to places like that. Did you know that?
Well, you
Homeless
know what? Actually, yes, because I was watching some show and the man got evicted from his apartment. And so he had a gym membership. And so he was just going to the gym to shower and he was like taking naps. It was like a big gym that had a spa situation in there.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's smart.
I mean,
if you
it's
can
cheaper
get
than rent.
$25. Yeah. And then also people that are traveling and like miss their flight or something happens, they go to like, they try to find a little Korean spa to just chill at so you can at least shower, rest, and it's really sleep. You don't have to use the spa services, but that's where I think I would.
That's an interesting life hack. You ever find yourself in a predicament? Okay. What foundation do you use?
I started using Too Faced.
I used to use that because Barkia was using it on
That's
me.
why I started using it. I was like, you know how you try to get their little tricks? It'll never come out the same. What you use?
I have been using House Labs. It's the new cosmetic line from Lady Gaga. I really, really like that foundation. I like the texture of it and everything. Before that, I was using Too Faced or what's another one I like? Makeup Forever is okay. It can be a little watery sometimes. There was another one. Huda Beauty. I like those products too. If I want a full Huda coverage. But I've also been into tinted moisturizers lately. I mean, that wasn't the question, but I will say Hourglass has a good line of tinted moisturizers if you want something lighter.
I have the Fenty tinted moisturizer, and I'm always confused because on the YouTube videos, people put it on with their hands. Do you put your tinted moisturizer on with your hands or you use a brush?
The
My
tinted
hands be
moisturizer
brown.
and you wash them.
Okay, so that's okay. I was like, y'all bitches just put. They don't never show that part on the videos. I'm like,
you just watch it
how
like
y'all
that.
just going? I'm like, I'm not doing
Because I put
this.
it on like I do regular moisturizer.
Oh, all right. What foundation y'all using? Let us know because I'm always down to try something new if I like it. Okay, your man says he is taking you shopping and you have a $2,500 limit. Where are you going to spend it?
I'm probably going to go to Williams-Sonoma or Cook's Warehouse. One of those two. I was trying to think if I could think of somewhere cheaper to make that $2,500 stretch. But I've been eyeing quite a few things there. I know the first thing I'm going to get is a new set of pots and pans. And I want something really nice, like maybe the all-clad set, or there is somebody Teachy or something like that. It's so pretty. I want it real bad.
I know.
Or Le Creuset. That's going to be it. I'm going to get a pot set and that's going to be it. That shit. But I'll be so happy.
That would be exciting. Man, we putting this in the universe. I want a little shopping spree. I'm going to hop around. I know I'm going to go to a med spa. There are some things I want to try that I just don't want to try on my own dime. It might be used up there. Let me
because $2,500.
That ain't a lot.
It's a one-stop shop.
The places I would like to go is a med spa, Sephora.
Oh, Sephora. You could really rack up
Oh,
at
you
Sephora.
can rack up in Sephora. You can rack up at Fashion Nova, but my man said I can't do Fashion Nova no more.
Oh.
But I'm going to sneak it in. I'm going to log on, go to a little Bella Barnett. I'm going to...
What's that?
It's a clothing store, online clothing store. I'm trying to think what I got. My pink dress that we did for the Valentine's Day shoot, I got that from there. And a few other things. I would like to say that I would want to go to some designer store, but I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't even know what to get.
I'm going to get one or two things.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
You're going to use the whole $2,500 on something dumb.
I'd rather have my new pots, okay?
Yes.
New pots or a skin treatment. I feel you on the med spa.
You know what I mean? The med spa, you could just go there and just leave me alone, nigga. Give me the money and let me just...
I'll see you at checkout.
Yeah. Okay, you go next.
Okay, next one. Oh, it scooted down. All right. Your man tells you he has a surprise date plan. What's your response?
What do I need to wear? And what type of shoes do I need to wear? I know I'm annoying when people do the surprise date thing because then I'm like,
because I was wondering why you put that in, but I was like, she must not like these surprise dates.
I know I like them, but I know I'm annoying. I know
okay.
because I'm like, okay, wait, what'd you say we were doing again? What'd you say we were doing again? You know, all fun and games, but I know I'm annoying with surprise dates. If you really want it to be just a smooth day, we just got to pop up at the date.
I think I would ask him, yeah, definitely, what do I need to wear? And there is food involved, right? Like, because I'm gonna be hungry, or like, is this something where is no foods I need to eat before I go and really plan out my day? Like, let me stop and get something. I need a little bite. You know how I get when I get hungry.
We done ruined the surprise. Now he like,
you don't have to tell me what it is, but I need to know how to dress. If I could trust that you could dress me, I wouldn't mind. You pick out my outfit.
I love that.
If you could dress me, you can pick out my outfit. And that might make it kind of fun because then it's like, I don't know, and then I'm gonna wear it.
I would love to do a date like that where I pick out his outfit and he picks out my outfit. That would be so much fun. I know that Kim Kardashian misses Kanye West just simply for that he used to pick out her clothes. I would love my man to just dress me.
That's stressful for me.
Really?
To pick out my clothes, yeah. So I would love it if somebody else would do it for me.
I would absolutely adore it from head to toe. Shoes, throwing
put that out in the universe.
That'd be nice. Okay. When you go on vacation with Bae, do you prefer, or with a man, do you prefer to take the lead with the itinerary or you want him to do it?
I will take the lead.
Happily. It's like something you like. You're not doing it and you're like, oh, let me do it because you don't know how to do it.
Well, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's a little bit of both. But the last person I went on a trip with, I realized how much it stressed him because he was just really anxious about it all. And I was just like, okay, it really doesn't stress me that much. It's going to stress me more if we don't have shit planned. And so I'll just do it. You just let me know what the budget is or if there's anything you want to do. And I like looking it up. It is a bit of a task to coordinate things. And like if you want to have a lot of stuff and organizing, but I can do it. So it's just like that. We want to have a good time on the trip. I will do the itinerary.
I won't. And I love that my person is really good at it. Like, and he enjoys it. It's not like somebody's tasking you. He normally 9 times out of 10, anywhere that he already wants to go in the world or that we're planning to go that I didn't even realize he had notes for, like he'll have notes or he'll already have like on Google saved. I remember when we were in, where were we at? South Africa. And he was like, oh, let me pull up my Google. I have some places on here that I wanted to try. And I was like,
yeah, I have
South
lists
Africa.
everywhere. Yeah. I do it on Yelp, TripAdvisor. If y'all don't know about TripAdvisor for the international girlies, y'all need to get on TripAdvisor. They have everything on there.
I don't even know about it, and I'm an international girly.
But you don't want to make the plans for the itinerary.
I don't.
So.
Now, if there's something I know I want to do, I'll just let him know, like, hey, I really wanted to like do something like this. Could you just add it in? He does it so well. He is stress-free. Half the times I don't even know there is an itinerary, but there is. And I like it better that way. I don't like when if we're both like, well, what you want to do? What you want?
Yeah, because an itinerary needs to be had.
Even if we don't hit all the marks.
Exactly. Like sometimes I think when people see all of this stuff, they get overwhelmed. And it's like, hey, if we miss something because we don't feel like it's fine, but I don't want to be in a place unprepared or thinking it's something we could walk up to and then we don't get to do it because you had to plan in advance.
Are you the type of person on vacation where you get up early and like
what?
And you're ready to take on the day?
Yeah, I get up early. Some days I feel like I want to relax and maybe if it's like a beach place or something, I just want to sit outside and enjoy nature and the birds or whatever, watch out for lizards. But I do wake up early. I'm just an early riser, even if I lounge. Yeah, are you?
I'm just going to wake up when my body wakes up.
Oh.
If it wakes up, then it wakes up. But most of the time it ain't waking up. And if you wake up, go somewhere.
Yeah, I don't try to make anybody else get up though because when I haven't wanted to wake up, it's like, bitch, chill.
I'm at the point in life.
I'm relaxing.
Yeah.
I want to relax.
Let everybody do what they want to do. I really do hate being on a trip with somebody where you're trying to make everybody do everything. I get sometimes it's like, okay, we're all going to do this, but like,
oh yeah, like don't be upset if somebody doesn't want to do something.
Don't get upset. It's okay, you guys. You want to go to the museum? We want to go to a cocktail hour. It's fine. It really is. You don't have to fall out over it.
Yeah, I agree.
What you want to do? Okay. Ooh, you're traveling with a bae and he gets upgraded and you don't, and he takes the seat.
I get it because I would do the same damn thing. I'm not going to be mad. Enjoy yourself up there.
Pissed.
You would?
What?
I would not be pissed because it's also like, I don't know how long this trip is. And like, this would be my last bit of a long time. So let me do it so that I can make sure that once we land and we start the trip, we got good vibes. It might have been stressful getting through the airport, but yeah.
That is a good way to start the trip off for me with bad vibes. If one gets an upgrade, just nobody take it. If we can't both get upgraded and sit together, then like we'll both just stay in our 15F. and I would definitely definitely be mad. Evian or Smart Water?
Smart Water.
Really? I'm an Evian girl. It tastes so fresh and mountainy.
Yeah, it tastes like outside. I prefer Smart Water. Okay, you're at a steakhouse with Bae, and he tells you to order for the both of y'all. What would you order from drinks to appetizer to dessert?
Okay.
Maybe we should pick a restaurant and look at the menu really quick.
House?
Okay, we can go with House. Okay, so you're ordering for the both of y'all. What are you getting to drink?
I'm going to get an espresso martini.
Okay. What about for him?
I'm going to get him a Manhattan.
Okay.
And for an appetizer, we're going to start off with, we going to do a little, my baby loves something with Creole and a remoulade. So we going to do this shrimp remoulade.
You getting hungry?
Okay.
No, I'm like, what time does House close?
Right? Okay, we're going to do a little shrimp remoulade. I think that's probably it for the appetizer.
Okay.
Because we're going to be full. These big old hefty meals. For the entrees, we're going to do this trout with jumbo lump crab meat. I'm going to order that for him. And then for me, I'm probably going to do this snapper. And, or a steak. We're going to do the snapper. We're going to have some asparagus, some mac and cheese, creamed spinach, and they have truffle mac and cheese. I'm going to have to tell them to hold the truffle. I don't like truffle. It smells like boogers. I hate it.
It smells bad, but it tastes so damn good. I love it.
I'll also do a broccoli just so we have like a actual healthy vegetable since creamed spinach is cheesy. And then they don't have dessert on here. Do you see the dessert menu? For the dessert, we're probably going to do something a little bit light. Maybe what's the one with the it's fried on top?
It's fried?
It's like they burn it. They like char
They burn it. Creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Fried.
Ain't
no oil.
A little creme brulee. And we probably not going to finish all this, so we need some to-go boxes.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. I would get a glass of some sort of sparkling wine for myself. He'll have an old fashioned. Then for an appetizer, we will have the calamari and the grilled oysters. They never have them on the menu, but they always do them. So I'll do the char grilled oysters. They're really, really good. And then moving on down, he's going to want seafood. So I would say I would order him the trout with the crab meat too.
That sounds so good.
And then for me, I'm going to have a steak. I'm going to do Hal's ribeye. So good. And that's a big ass steak.
It's a big ass
So
steak.
definitely not going to eat it all, but I'll take the rest. Going to get some Brussels sprouts. Let's see. Brussels sprouts, sauteed spinach, and that's probably it.
That's a lot of food.
And then for dessert, I'll have an espresso martini for dessert, and he probably would too.
I love an espresso martini.
You want one right now, don't you?
do.
Now you got me wanting to go to House. Maybe I'll go this weekend. I haven't been in a little minute. Okay. So yeah, I guess we ordered very similar things. So it wasn't, I don't know how y'all gonna pick, but okay. Let us know what you would order.
I'm an easy out to eater.
What you mean?
Like I'm easy at the food options. Like I'm normally gonna have like if any steakhouse, I'm probably I'm not even gonna order all that for real. We was just being fancy because
I would order all that.
That's just a lot.
I ain't gonna eat it
I
all.
ordered cream spinach, regular spinach, broccoli, and mac and cheese.
That was a lot of
size.
size.
That was a lot
yeah.
of size.
A
bro.
lot. That's why you gotta go. I like when it's a lot of people, so then you don't feel so guilty about ordering so much stuff. You can have a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
You didn't tell us how you were gonna get your steak cooked.
I get it medium.
Okay.
Why do you always do that?
Because I always want to see what somebody's going to say. You don't know
Yeah.
if anybody's going to say, well done.
I know that's what you be looking for. Yeah, I like it medium. Yeah, I would probably get a dozen of those oysters. I want some oysters now.
I don't love oysters, but I like.
Do you like them cooked or raw?
I can eat them cooked. The raw, I like them, but I can't get with the slimy. But now that I've tried them, it's like, oh, it actually is tasty, but it's just that.
I don't like when they're too big. That's the ones I can't handle. If it's like them big old jumbo Gulf oysters, sometimes I'm just like, all right, this is too much. It's like a big ass clot in my mouth.
It's not clot.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to surprise your man with a pair of sneakers. What sneaker would you buy him?
I don't know. Whatever he's been looking at. I don't look at sneakers. Y'all know I was having such a rough time when I had to wear sneakers. I don't know. He really likes all sorts of Jordans, the person that I would go to house with. So I would probably try to see what some special ones are. There were some that he showed me.
Some special ones.
Yeah, because they
special ones.
They do. And it's just, sometimes I'm like, why are they so goddamn high? Whew, I don't know. I would phone a friend for help too.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law, he is like such a sneakerhead, and I'm not. I got to make sure I get the right kind, so it's not you looking like a loser. Yeah.
I would be sad if my boyfriend was like, surprise me with some sneakers, because it would have to be Chanel, Valentino, or Prada. And baby,
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that I have seen the things that you like. You show me. Like I guess that was last episode. We were like, put a wish list together. I really mean that, because I think that if you do that, it helps people take the guesswork out of things. Because you might have your eyes on something that's nothing like what you have, because you haven't gotten it for whatever reason. How am I supposed to know?
Right.
I'm not in your head.
Yeah. When it comes to clothes and shoes and makeup and treatment, you got to know what somebody actually wants, because I'm not going to just buy you some shoes. You can do that for women, I guess, because we have such a wide variety of types of shoes that we wear. Like, but I don't really think you can do that for men. You know what type of shoe your man like.
No, because if a man bought me some shoes, like I've seen some shoes and I'm just like, why would anybody buy those?
Really?
I'm sure you've seen shoes that you don't like
Yeah.
that women have on. That's what I mean. So it's just like, what if he thought that this was a cute style? And I'm like, I think they're ugly.
I'm sure you like men that have taste.
Yeah, but I mean, different strokes for different folks. It's some stuff I don't like. Like, I really don't like sneakers, and he would send me sneakers, and I'm like, I just think they're all kind of.
Did you keep them, or did you?
No, he was sending me different ones to ask me if I liked them, because he knows me. And yeah, don't buy it and try it, because I would say something like, "Is there a gift receipt?" Because I also want to wear them, and when you putting on clothes and stuff, man or woman, you want to feel good in what you put on. So don't be trying to force stuff.
I'm curious what type of shoes y'all's man is wearing. Can y'all comment it? I just want to know.
Let's see. Bae goes through your phone and finds something suspicious, but not hard evidence. What do you say when he brings it up to you?
What did you find?
Yeah.
That's what I'll be like, what did you find? Like, what?
I'm going to say, what were you looking for? Because why were you in my phone? You found something in my phone? Like, I left it in your back seat. Like, I left some man's underwear in your back seat. You went into my phone.
And what
were you
did you get
looking
my
for?
password? Like,
how did you do this? And how long have you been doing this?
yeah, and then I'm really in my mind thinking, like, what did he find, though? Like, I'm not about to just come out and tell him myself. Nigga, what did you do in getting in my phone?
Yeah, what is it? And show me and give it back. Right this instance.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, I want to know, what was you looking for? You have a phone. Everybody has a phone. The children have phones. What you doing with mine?
This is wild behavior. This is going on right now. What do you eat for breakfast?
I don't really eat breakfast.
Really?
Yeah. Usually I have like coffee and maybe some fruit. That's it. I will eat some breakfast things, but I'm not a big breakfast person. If I cook breakfast, I might have, like, I bought a waffle maker. I like making it for people, but yeah, I can skip it. Some sort of meat, maybe sausage or bacon, or also like hash browns. But yeah, I'm not a big breakfast person. What do you
I
eat for
used
breakfast?
to not be a breakfast person, but as of lately, like this, in my 35th year of life, I have to have breakfast. It's really weird. I used to not have breakfast. I will have coffee. Well, I normally have coffee after, maybe like an hour after breakfast, because if I drink it first, I won't be hungry. Definitely eggs, grilled onions.
Just like
maybe,
a side of grilled onions?
I like grill them separately, but then I'll put them on top of the eggs.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little bagel, like the little mini bagels, and like put the eggs on top of the little bagel, make maybe a little sandwich or something. Maybe some pancakes, fruit, hash browns, the little Trader Joe hash browns that you could just heat up real quick. I have really found myself being like, I gotta eat breakfast. And then after I finish breakfast, well, before I eat breakfast, I have my AG1 greens, because gotta get my veggies in. Have my breakfast, and then after that, like an hour after, I'll have some coffee. Yeah, I used to never eat breakfast. Now all of a sudden I'm like, I will be dying of starvation if I don't eat breakfast.
You know what I think it is about breakfast? Is like so much stuff is so carb heavy, and I'd be ready to get to the meat. Or sweet. A lot of things like pancakes, waffles, those are like sweet things. Even a bagel's not sweet, but it's so much bread. And I like bready stuff, but I never really eat a lot of it. It makes me feel too full. At least in the beginning of the day. Now, at the end of the day, we have the pasta with bread and everything, but beginning of the day,
What y'all eating for breakfast? Okay, we're going to move on to Indecisive Diane. And when we come back, we have some advice to read.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey, ladies, it's me, Diane. And boy, do I just love when I find a new restaurant in Atlanta. And it's to die for. You guys have to go to Carmel. It's in Buckhead Shops, and you're gonna love it. Now listen, this does need to be a date, in my opinion. Find your finest man. If you don't have one, get on a dating app. It's time to date, ladies. It's springtime. What are we doing? Check it out. Bye.
Okay, you guys, and we are back, and it's time for the advice. If you would like to ask us a question on the show, please email us advice@cocktailspod.com.
Okay, so this one is titled The DILF Across the Street. I'm assuming that means dad I'd like to fuck. Hey, ladies, long-time listener here and love everything you put out. I need your input and advice on the following dilemma. I'm a 24-year-old gay man. The gays love y'all, by the way. And I'm from Houston, Texas. When I was younger, I lived in Colorado. You used to go to Houston so much. And I just realized it's been a minute since I've heard you be like, I'm going to Houston.
Last time I went to Houston was in September. I think I'm going to go soon, though. One of my friends, she is turning 35.
Yay.
So I want to go for her birthday. I'm trying to decide, am I going to Houston or am I going to Dallas? It's like one weekend with 2 birthdays, and I got to pick.
35 is important. Okay. When I was younger, I lived in Colorado. This was when I was 11 to 15 years old. My friend lived across the street from me, and girl, her daddy was fine. Tall, lots of muscles, great personality. It's probably weird for me to admit, but even as a young teen, I have always found older men attractive. Anyways, I hung out with my friend a lot, but a lot of the times I just needed an excuse to see her dad. Fast forward to now, almost 10 years later, her dad hits me up on Messenger and then on Snapchat. I had no clue, but he told me he was bi. I would be uncomfortable. We FaceTime, Snapchatted, and sent those kind of pics and videos out over Snap. Y'all didn't waste no time. I told him, never did I think I would be talking to you like this. He told me, I always thought you were a cute guy. but your dad was my boss and you were my friend. You were friends with my daughter. I had no clue how to react to that. I was a young teen when he knew me, but he never tried anything, which is good. Yes, that is good because he would be in trouble.
That would be very weird.
He wants to fly me out to Japan and see him.
Oh.
But is that weird? His comment definitely threw me off, but I'm an adult now. What do you think? I'm all over the place. Thanks, ladies. That's so hard because are you still friends with the
that's what
girl?
That's awkward. And how old is he now, did he say?
I think he said 24.
Don't do it. I think you should just keep this as the fantasy situation in your head and just let him be the dilf you wanted to fuck, not the one you about to fuck. I don't think you should do it.
I don't think you should do it either.
Japan sounds lit, but you can go to Japan a different way.
Yeah, book a trip with Paradise and Vibe. We ain't going to Japan yet, but that's also a very far away land to go try this fantasy out, and then you just stuck.
And shouldn't Japan be little over there? So it's just like, what if you're in a space and it's just tiny in there and y'all all big in there, him and all his muscles and everything? I don't know. It might be uncomfortable. Don't go.
Don't do it. Please don't do it, friend. I know he already did it. He in Japan right now eating a box of rice.
Well, if you went, write us a cocktail. Okay, next one. The man of my dreams is not nasty enough. Help me. Hey, ladies. As you can see by the subject, I am in a real pickle. I've been with my man for a year, and he's everything and then some. No, he's not. You just said he's not nasty enough. But okay, I could go on in detail about how he makes me feel, but I know y'all don't want to hear all that, and don't. Okay, to sum it up, I honestly feel like he was made for me. Cue Money Long song. I have 2 kids from a previous relationship. He's built a relationship with them individually and treats them as they were his own. That's sweet. I know you're thinking, what's the problem, sis? This nigga is just super basic in the bedroom. He has a nice dick, not huge, nice and girthy. It's perfect for everyday pleasure. However, this nigga is a 2-position type of man. He doesn't like me using toys with or without him. Well, damn. My favorite toy mysteriously broke, but I'm like, whatever. You don't want me using toys. That means you're about to slut me the fuck out, right? Psych. He doesn't like to talk during sex. He will moan, but it's nothing better than a man talking you through it. When I say basic, I mean basic, not a thumb in the ass or nothing. I don't need to be tied up or nothing, but I like a little thumb action, rub the pussy, say something, do something. Hell, smack me on my ass. I tell him he can be a little nastier. I give hints and he says, okay, but then it's the same. It's not bad sex per se. It's pleasurable, but I know it can be so much better. Any suggestions on getting him in tune with his freaky side? I'm 31 and he's 32. Love you guys. This is the best sex podcast. Top 2 and y'all ain't 2. A squirrel trying to get a nasty nut.
I like her.
Thank you. What you think?
I don't know, because he seems like he has no, like he don't, even if you did make this a conversation, it seems like he wouldn't enjoy changing up the sex. But sometimes I wonder like how somebody would react if like, okay, let's say you're like, baby, listen to this advice letter on this podcast real quick and you play this for him and then just see what he says. I always wonder like how, like, see maybe if that would play, because he doesn't strike me as like if you sit him down and you're like telling him, he don't even want you to use the toy when you by yourself. I don't even
then it mysteriously broke. I think that's crazy.
Does he feel uncomfortable about something? Like, is it deeper?
I started to wonder, I'm creating a movie in my head. Like, did he grow up in like a super strict household or something and they drilled it into his mind that you don't do that?
Could you try watching porn with him? Could you try really taking the lead? Because sometimes I feel like when we're with men like this, we kind of are uncomfortable just taking the lead and doing what we want to. And if we let him keep taking the lead, this is what you're going to keep getting. But maybe he would be open to like you taking the lead. Get a little high love gummy, plan a little romantic night. You're going to have to put a little extra work in.
And you just need to take charge.
Yeah, and tell him to be quiet. Say, shh.
You need to come in like Ronnie on Players Club and just run that shit for the night. And maybe he's never tried it.
Blindfold him.
Maybe he feels like I'm a nut too quick if it's too much going on.
And if he does nut too quick, tell him it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. move on.
Yeah.
And do some other things. Is more to be had.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. I hope y'all figure it out.
And if you do, send us a
definitely got to
cocktail.
take the lead.
You're going to have to take the lead. It's okay to take the lead sometimes.
It is. And yeah, good luck, girl. All right. So we're going to move on to the cocktails. And if you have a cocktail that you would like to share with us, please email it to us, cocktails@cocktailspod.com.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a was a
Okay, this says, married sex ain't boring. Read, please, included pics. Ooh.
Oh, I looked at the
Y'all love
pics.
to send the pics.
They
huh?
were cute, too. I saved it.
Okay. Hey, Kiki and Medinah. I'm a 34-year-old married mama of 2. I'm a huge fan of the show, and I want you ladies to come to Pittsburgh for a live show.
Come on, Pittsburgh.
Anyways, I wanted to share a sexy cocktail from a married woman. So I had a birthday game night kickback situation. Oh, a birthday game night kickback situation a few months back. Lots of drinking and smoking. As the night winds down, a few of the party guests were too drunk to leave, so they stayed. Ooh,
That's a fun night.
I have a feeling about what's about to go down now. One of the people who stayed was my friend and bridesmaid in my wedding. She walked in as me and hubby started getting to it. Me, being the outgoing person I am, asked her if she wanted to stay and join us. She agreed. We started off just kissing and touching. Then I took the lead. See, sis, from the advice letter, sometimes you just got to take the lead. I told her to pull her big, juicy titties out for my husband to suck. I instructed her to straddle him while he sucked and licked all over her titties. While he was tending to her, I decided to take care of him. I got on my knees and began sucking his dick while he devoured her titties. His dick was so hard. I sucked it while her ass bounced in my face. I sucked it until he came and I swallowed it all up. Then it was time for the dick. I hopped on top and rode it until I came. My friend sat back and watched us finish each other off. We smoked a blunt and went to bed. This was back in September. We've done it a few more times since then. I've attached some pics of all of us just to get a visual. I hope you gals enjoyed this, and I'll be sending a new one soon. Now that's a game
She
night.
really be talking during sex. I never just been like, big old juicy titties, pull them out. I'm not good at that type of talking.
Yeah.
I have to do the basic lingo of sex talk. Ooh, yeah.
And then sometimes I get nervous, and it's that moans.
Yeah.
Get the moans out.
I always
That
admire
shit
people
talking.
that really be talking.
Woo.
You're like,
I be wanting to do
I
it, but I don't even know what to say. It's gonna come out sounding stupid. Okay.
I don't have one.
Okay. Well, that's it for today. Make sure you guys share your cocktails. If you have one, send it in. We want to hear what y'all got going on.
Make sure y'all subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you see these facial expressions. Make sure you join us on Patreon, patreon.com/cocktails. Make sure you go to paradiseandvibe.com, come on the trips, get the cookbook, go to the book club, all the things.
Yes. And make sure you're following us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye.